Good morning, beauties. So we are on our last week of the hashtag ODBJ, our different budgeting journeys. We had the why I started budgeting, how I got into budgeting, the method you use, the struggles you have while budgeting, and now we are doing any advice that you may have. Now, y'all bear with me because I really want y'all to get this, okay? I really want y'all to hear this because this is like maybe one of the more important ones that I wanted to do because I've been doing this for a while, and I've actually been in both of these situations that I'm going to tell you about, this advice that I'm going to tell you about, okay? So let's just get right into it, okay? So, a lot of people always say, including myself, just start. Just start. But you know, you always can't do that. Now, if you in that right place, that right frame of mind to be in, ready to start, then you can do that. But you actually got to actually take a step back and really get the mindset to start. But while you are trying to situate yourself to start budgeting, I put this over here, y'all. It's my coin jar. It's actually my husband's coin jar. Let him tell it, y'all. Just start saving any extra cash that you got. I don't care if it's a penny, $100 bill. Just save it, save it, save it, okay? And another thing is to track your expenses. Track everything from if you go grocery shopping at Walmart, if you go to the side store to get some Funyuns. I don't care if you drop a penny on the floor every week. Track it, track it, track it. And it's a good time to track it, y'all, starting in November, which will give you like time to see what all you are spending your money on. Try to track it between November and December, and also save your money. Like starting now. I mean, you can start whenever you want to, but I'm just giving you my advice, okay? Because a lot of the times people just don't have that income. You just don't know where to begin. And a lot of times people start when they get their income tax. And we know most of the time, well, here not lately, but most of the time you get your taxes around the beginning of the year, or you have a fresh start right after Christmas. So that's a good time to start actually budgeting and getting your stuff together. So that way, if you start tracking now, in November and December, you'll be ready to sit down and get that budget going, okay? So that's my advice, to start saving any money that you can and track all your expenses, okay? Now, this is what I really want to talk about. Now, a lot of the times, depending on your situation, like if you're the only person that's doing this budgeting, fine, that's good. Everything is good. But if you have a person in your household that's also bringing in income, but they don't want to budget, that might bring a problem, right? So I'm going to tell y'all, I have a wonderful husband. You know, y'all, I try to be transparent on my channel, try to be as real as I can. So my husband is a wonderful man. He don't really worry about money at all. As long as he got his money for his hunting and when he want to go play dominoes and just, you know, he really don't do nothing. But when he want to do something, as long as it's there, he don't care. Okay, but back in 2008 when we had that recession, you know, it was problems with money. So he would get in a situation where, you know, he going to work, but then I would tell him we got to get an extension on this bill or that bill, and he'll be like, well, you know. So I had to sit down with him and I had to actually show him the part that he's spending, right? Now this is getting into when someone is not on board with budgeting. So if you have someone in your family dynamics that don't want to get on board with your budgeting, or they try to say we don't have the money to do that, this is what I would suggest you do, okay? So what I did was I told him, I wrote down everything he was spending money on. And me, y'all, I really don't do nothing. I have these nails done that y'all see in the video, but this is like from the Dollar Tree, press on and stuff like that. Now, when I was younger, yes, I did a lot of stuff, you know? But at that time in 2008, I really wasn't doing nothing. So whatever he was spending, whether it was on buying games, because he loved Dragon Ball Z, you know, whatever he was spending, I wrote it down and I let him see, like, look, this is what you spending. So now whatever you spending, I finna get that same amount of money. Okay? I finna get that same amount of money. So I don't even remember what I did with it, y'all. I probably bought something for my kids or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so what I'm trying to tell you is, if you in this situation right now where you have a significant other, husband, wife, whatever, that don't want to be on board, or they think that it's not enough money to do what y'all need to do, okay, let them keep thinking that. But whatever money that they are spending, make sure you getting that same amount of money. And what you do with that is you save that in a jar like that. Or if they still don't want to get on board, y'all, get y'all a Ziploc bag, wallet, whatever you got to do, and just save that money. Save that money. Now, bear with me now. Keep following me. So while you saving that money, what I'm going to be doing is, at the beginning of the year, y'all, this is my bill of head binder. And I say, you know what? I need to tell them this, because I think you should start small. When you are starting to budget and you really not understanding it all the way, you can start with doing a bill of head binder. Okay, y'all, if you don't know what a bill of head binder is, what you would do is, now this is from my knowledge, you would write down every bill that you have, even the expenses that are like high priority, like groceries, vehicle gas, stuff like that. Let me show y'all a little bit in my binder right here. So here's a little bit. I got a couple of dollars in here. Okay, so I have groceries, I have vehicle gas, I have mortgage, lights. I mean, it goes on and on. Every bill that you have in your household, write it down and say the total. Say what your total is, right? And then you get a piece of paper, y'all, and say, I'm gonna show y'all in my little booklet right here. So say your bill, your lights is $200, okay? So you'll write you don't have to do this, but just get a piece of notebook paper or something. Write down your lights, $200. That's my light bill. So now with this right here, it's 30 circles. So you take that 20 and you divide it by 30. Or you divide it by however many weeks. Like we have probably, like, I'm just going to say 8 weeks left in the year, which I think is more than that, but I'm just going to say if I started in November. So you would take that $200 and you would divide it by 8, and you would get whatever the total is. What is it? 200 divided by 8. That's not evenly. Okay, let's do, so we got 8. Let's do $320, right? So 8 times 4 is 320, right? So it would be 8 times 4 is 32, right, y'all? So that'd be $320. So say your light bill is $320. If you got 8 weeks left, that means you're going to save $40 each week, okay? If you get paid weekly, okay? And you're just going to put that money to the side. Just put it to the side. That person that's not on board, don't even tell them about it until you are a bill ahead. You could tell them about it when you a bill ahead, and then they going to be like, what? Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's what my husband did. It was something, I don't know what it was, but it was something that I had saved for. And I say, oh, we got the money. He was like, what? I said, yeah, and that's for my cash envelopes. Thank you very much. So now he all with it. You know, when I say I got it in the envelope, he get all happy and stuff. So that's just my advice. Just try to do you a bill ahead binder. If that person if that person is not on board, and if you are willing to sacrifice the money that you have, you know, instead of like getting something done like your nails, or, you know, going to get you something from a restaurant or something like that. If you are ready to sacrifice and get ready and, you know, try to do this budgeting thing, that's why I say it has to be a mindset. So you have to be ready to do that and sacrifice for that. Now you might be saying, oh, but that's my money, you know, I want to spend it on myself, you know, but hey, you know, getting your husband or your wife or your significant other on board to budget, that's going to be life changing. So, you know, I would really look into that. So just try to do that. And like I say, if they are on board, you can have this jar right here to save your money and stuff. But you also got to look at it like, do you have that person in your house that's going to see that jar being filled up and they be like, well, let me get $2 out of here. Let me get $5 out of here. No. You cannot do that. We trying to save. That's why I say, if you need to, put it in a Ziploc bag. Yeah, I don't care how I save, long as I save. It doesn't matter to me what it's in, how I do it. It just doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it, okay? And then also, y'all see my penny rollers right there. All this here, I'm going to roll. Me and him and the girls are going to roll this, because I'm not giving these people my money at these coin machines. That's just me, though. That's just me. So whenever this get filled up, we're going to roll it, and then we're going to take it to the bank and, you know, do whatever we need to do with it. But my advice, because I know I talk a lot, is just to try to save an amount. While you are saving that amount for the months of November and December, you can write down all your expenses so you can see how much you're going to need in your grocery account. Putting gas in your car, Like, you'll see all that. But you already know practically how much your bills are, so you'll just divide that. If you really want to start this budgeting journey, y'all, just start and be in the right mindset. You have to. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. I hope I made sense, y'all. It's just that, we all in different situations, and sometimes our significant others be on board and sometimes they don't. And I was just trying to give you advice on how to get them on board, So I'm going to leave y'all with this, with the advice that I have, is just take a step back. Don't get too anxious, y'all. Don't get too anxious. Start where you are, your situation, okay? Have an honest conversation with your family. Okay, you got to have that honest conversation with your family, or whoever is going to be bringing in the income, like yourself, okay? Write down everything you need to budget for, from the mortgage to the gas in your car. Because a lot of times, y'all, we tend to forget that we also have to put gas, groceries, and all that. All that has to go into the budgeting, and we forget that. Then you'll find your family's method, and that may or not include the pretty envelopes and binders, okay, y'all? Because, yes, one day you will eventually get there, and you might be ready for that step. But I just don't want that to discourage you. Y'all know that's not no word. I don't want that to, discourage is a word, ain't it? Yeah. I don't want that to get you down to thinking that I can't do this cash envelope system because I don't have the binders and the envelopes and stuff. Because you don't have to do that. You can use these Ziploc bags. You can use envelopes out of the store that you mail stuff on. Use this jar. This is a Cheeto jar that I made. It's old, y'all. Matter of fact, I need to glue it because I just broke the bottom of it trying to get my video together. But anyway, y'all, my advice is just to don't be anxious and just really get in that mindset, okay? Just get in the mindset where you can do this, okay? And even though your other person may or may not be on board, show them. Just show them. If they are not on board, show them what you can do by making it a surprise to them, okay? All right, y'all. I hope I blessed someone today with my advice. And y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, okay? And y'all don't forget, we have plenty of ladies that's going to be giving their advice starting tomorrow. And it's going to be started with Chris on Budgeting Just Because. And then on Wednesday, another group of women will be going. And it's going to be started by Michelle on a Mission, Free to Fly. But I will have everybody linked down below, y'all. And if this is your first time hearing about this ODBJ, hashtag ODBJ, just Google it. And you will see all the many things that we did. Because this is our last week, y'all, of doing this, okay? But it's plenty of other budgeters on here that show you their methods and all the things on how they budget and stuff like that, y'all. You just have to take your time. Don't be too anxious. And just get all your research together. And it'll all come together, y'all. Step by step. Just take your time. And do it for your situation, your family situation, okay? If y'all have any questions, put it down below. DM me, whatever you want to do. And I will be happy to answer any questions that you have, okay? All right, y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. And please don't forget to check out Budgeting Just Because starting tomorrow. And Michelle on a Mission, Free to Fly starts Wednesday, okay? And it'll be a lot more other ones. Okay. Thank y'all.